And happy Friday morning to everyone. We're going to get started in about 2 seconds. Just need to make sure that we're up and running. Thanks so much for hanging out on such short notice. So today we're covering real estate marketing online, how to actually generate business in today's world. So we're going to cover the foundational steps necessary to thrive online. There's really not It's not too difficult to be successful in the online world if you understand the fundamentals and how to deploy them. So we're going to go systematically as if you're starting out your business and what needs to happen. So giving you a couple of seconds to hop on and then we're going to get going. I think the audio is fine. Let me see. Yep, perfect. Alrighty, so again, real estate marketing online, how to generate business in today's world. This is one of those rare occasions where I have a presentation for you, so you know that I'm serious about this one. And this is one that I think a lot of real estate agents, whether you're new or already established in your business, really needs to understand, because the online world, as mentioned, is not that difficult if you understand the fundamentals and can deploy them in your business consistently. So with that being said, let me screen share and let's get going. All right, so as mentioned, real estate marketing online, how to generate business in today's world. So let's go. All right, so two key points to understand. There's something called now business, and there's also something called future business. Now, most of you have heard of this before. If you have been in real estate for a while, you for sure have heard this. And if you're just getting into real estate or about to get into real estate, or into any profession that requires sales, that is you working for yourself, you're the CEO, you're the business owner, you're the person, then now business future versus future business, that is something that you've heard before. So I want you to just park that thought for a quick second on what you think that means. And let's go into the second point, free versus paid. So free versus paid. And what I mean by that is free traffic, free business, free leads, free sales versus paying for those. So paying for that exposure, paying for advertising, paying for traffic. So those are two types of marketing that you can do. You can do free, commonly known as organic, or you can do paid, commonly known as PPC, pay-per-click marketing or advertising, I'm sorry. Those are the differences. So free, generally you denote marketing, paid, you denote advertising. So when it comes to now business, now going back to the first point, when it comes to now business, we're looking at business that generate us now business. And this can happen on online marketing instantly. And we'll go through some examples of what that looks like here shortly. And then versus future business, there are elements in your business, in your marketing plan that you can start. Right as we get into that, I want you to go through these following steps, which we're going to attack all of the paid, the free, the now business, the later business. And we're going to understand one, we need to take the first step, which is identify who you are, what you do, and where you do it. Who you are, what you do, and where you do it. So who you are, explaining who you are in the sense of what got you to be where you're at. So sharing a little bit of your story that helps people relate with you. What you do. Well, what you do happens to be a real estate agent. And if you happen to be specialized in the list, new construction, on probate, on REOs, whatever the case may be, you want to make that part of your story and what you do as well. So this is the first step, and it's because it's going to provide you clarity on what you want for your business and how you want to come off to the world. Because saying that you're a real estate agent isn't going to cut it today, given that there's 1.4 million real estate licenses out there. Now, granted, not all of them are active, but that's a lot of grown individuals that have a real estate license that are going to be in competition with you. So understanding who you are and being able to articulate that with the world, very powerful. What you do, meaning you're in real estate, and then if you specialize in a certain area, that's what we're talking about, and where you do it. This is where you share where you can help an individual, whether that's in a specific neighborhood, if that's in a specific county, wherever it is that you are working, you want to make that known. So you want to take a couple of minutes and really define this for yourself before you go onto the online world. Now, again, you might already have a Facebook page. Great. You might already have an Instagram page. Awesome. You might have a YouTube channel. Congratulations. But we need to hit a quick reset. One, but two, being able to articulate this to individuals out online. So there's a reason for this. Again, it sounds like a fruitless exercise, but it's not. Once you go through this exercise and spend a few minutes, it doesn't have to be long. A couple of sentences on each one of these is more than enough. You don't need more than 10 sentences. In fact, you don't even need more than 8 sentences. So just putting a little bit about your own notebook, in your own note. You can email it to yourself. You can put it on Evernote, wherever it is that you take notes. It's important to have this clarity for yourself. And it's also very important to have this clarity for the outside viewers. So your future clients, your future buyers. Once you've done this, well, now we need to go to step number 2, and we need to update our online presence. So we need to go out onto the world and go to our website and input our information, who we are, what we do, and where we do it. So notice that those couple of minutes that you just took, all you have to do is now copy and paste that to your website. You can just take that again, go over and copy it and paste it to your social media, to your Instagrams, to your LinkedIns, to your Facebooks. Wherever it is that you have a social media profile, you just go and copy and paste it, and there you go. And then the industry sites. So this means your Zillows of the world, your Trulias of the world, the Realtor.coms of the world, the Homes.coms of the world. Those industry sites that have your profile, along with your association, along with your brokerage website. This is how you start building that online presence, and you're going to see that consistency. So the same thing that you're seeing on your website, people are going to see on your social media, on your industry profiles. So there's that consistency. What happens oftentimes is you are made aware that, hey, I need to have an Instagram account. Okay. I need to have a website. Awesome. I need to update my Zillow profile. Great. Will you go individually to each one of those platforms and you try to think up on the spot, what can I say? Well, at that point, you've kind of lost, because now you're just going to come up with something that feels right at the time, and it's going to be inconsistent, because you're going to write something over here for your Zillow profile. You're going to write something over here for your Instagram page, and you're going to write something over here for your website that just doesn't have that cohesion. So that's why step number 1 is important. Who you are, what you do, and where you do it. I know it sounds like something that's a little bit too simple to be true or effective. So again, just going through step 1 and step number 2, you're updating your online presence. And this is not all inclusive, by the way. These are just some examples to get you going. You probably have profiles on, let's just say, Quora.com. You probably have a profile right there. Make sure that you update that. So you have profiles everywhere, and you have an opportunity to showcase who you are, what you do, and where you do it everywhere. Another example would be Google My Business. All right, so that's step number 2. And then step number 3, immediately, as soon as you have step number 1 and number 2 out of the way, you need to start posting. You need to start posting organically on every single platform that you have. Doesn't matter if you have 30 friends, doesn't matter if you have 3,000 friends. You have to post organically. This goes back to the free versus paid. This is on the free side. You want to start building an online presence as quickly as possible, and the best way is to not mess up and educate. Sorry, that first one should. That's funny. I can't believe I did that. So the first one right here, pretend that says entertain. So I'm sorry, engage. I'm messing this up. So the first one should say engage, and then educate and invite. So engage, that's the first one. This is why I don't do PowerPoints, folks. Most of the time I just go live and we're talking, and then this is what happens. So lesson learned. So engage, educate, and invite. Whenever you're posting online, whether that's Facebook, whether that's Instagram, whether that's LinkedIn, whatever social media platform or any platform out there, even blogs, whenever you're posting, one of the biggest roadblocks that we put on ourselves: am I going to post? What am I going to share? I'm not interesting enough. No one's going to care. So many different things that we really bog ourselves down with without needing to. So we need to start posting organically, and this is the way that you get a little system going. These are the 3 buckets that you want to operate from. So again, pretend this is engage, This is educate. That one's actually right. And then invite. So engage. When we're talking about posts that engage, is just as the word suggests, something that's going to get people commenting, something that's going to get people liking. It can be motivational quotes, it can be memes, it can be truisms, it could be something that really helps people connect with you and encourages people to hit that like button, encourages people to hit that, start commenting. Those are the types of posts that are going to help people engage with you, so they're reminded that you exist. Most of the time, whenever somebody sees you on their news feed, they're going to see, oh, I haven't heard from Jaime, I wonder what he's up to. They're going to click on your profile, and they're going to land on your who you are, what you do, and where you do it. That's why it's important to update your profiles before you go out there and start doing all this organic posting, because if people come in here and you don't start engaging with you, if you don't have a profile pic, if you aren't showing what you're doing with your life right now, then you're missing an opportunity for that advancement of the relationship. So that's why whenever you're posting organically, engaging is so powerful. The next step, how you deepen the relationship, is through education. You provide something valuable, actually valuable to the user. So what I like to say is valuable value. I'll repeat that again. Valuable value. There's a lot of fake value out there. There's a lot of value that people are sharing with you that doesn't provide you much. That doesn't provide you something that is actually beneficial. So whenever it comes to you educating somebody, you want to make sure that you provide something of valuable value. So sharing people how to sell their house without a realtor. So how to be a FSBO. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but very few people are ever going to go and try to do that. Very few people ever actually go out and try to sell their house by themselves. It's very rare. So now you have the opportunity of building that relationship and sharing with somebody all of the steps required to sell a house by owner. And the moment that they find out, well, there's too much liability, I don't think I want to do this after all. I want to, actually hire somebody. I'm just going to go and get somebody to do it. They're going to reach out to you. So this is what happens with the education. You're building that trust. You're building the authority, because if you can get on camera and share, that's brave. You're a creator and a producer as opposed to a consumer. So people can respect that. Yeah, there's going to be some haters out there. There's going to be some detractors out there. There's going to be some people that may not really be in line with what you're sharing, but that's okay. Not everyone's designed to like you, and that's okay. You're not designed to please everybody. That's the reason that there's options. Prospect, and very, very rarely will I slip up now and I'll still say prospect, but once you've done the engagement, so you're bringing people to you and engaging with you, and you go on and start producing content. Again, this is all about posting organically. You go on and educate somebody, so you provide valuable value to somebody. At some point, you need to invite them to work with you. So again, I used to say prospect quite a bit. Every once in a while, I'll slip up. But now what I like to say is invite to collaborate. Invite somebody to collaborate with you on selling a house, on buying a house. What is that you do? So again, we're talking about real estate marketing. That's something that we really need to be aware of. Hey, I have some comments here. So as you're coming in, any questions coming up, let me know. Hey Jaime, I've completed the 4 last YouTube revising videos and I'm revamping my YouTube channel, building information. I'll be on a live call July 7th. Awesome. Appreciate you being on, Freedom. So he's a fantastic realtor out of the Fort Worth area. So make sure if you have any referrals, he's an investor. He's into everything. So thanks for being on, Freedom. I appreciate you. When it comes to inviting to collaborate, that's an opportunity for somebody to work with you, because here's what's going to happen. You're going to provide so much value. You're going to provide, if you do this right, you're going to provide value in the sense of engagement. People are going to be entertained. People are going to connect with you. And then you're going to actually share with people valuable information that you're going to educate them on how to buy a house, how to sell a house, how to save money on property taxes, how to do X, Y, and Z. And you're going to provide so much value, but what's going to happen is some people are going to reach out to you, which is awesome. That's great. But then there's some people that don't have that foresight or are not going to make enough of a connection to actually reach out to you when the time has come. So we've all been there. We've all been there where we see our friends from college, or even our friends, our coworkers, they are announcing to the world, "Hey, we just closed on our first home." Well, that could have been you. That generally doesn't happen. Is yes, there's that follow up, there's that nurture and all that fun stuff, but generally they were aware that you were a real estate agent, but you failed to make that invite. You failed to make that invite to collaborate. So every once in a while, you need to make that invitation. You need to invite people to collaborate with you. And it doesn't have to be super salesy. It doesn't have to be salesy at all. Just give you an example of something that you can do. So how does this work? If I wanted to invite somebody to collaborate, I would say, if I was going after home sellers, if you receive 10% more on the value of your home today, would you sell? Or if you want to rephrase it differently, if you were offered 10% more than your home's value today, would you sell? Well, that question is charged with a lot of assumptions. It's assuming that if you're a homeowner, you're going to comment. It's assumed that if you had this type of offer, you would sell. And if you see some comments to the affirmative saying, yes, I would sell, well, you need to quickly pick up the phone and call that individual, which, again, if you're doing this on Facebook, then you probably have their contact information. If not, you slide into the DMs and get them in a conversation as quickly as possible. So it's this type of posting, it's this type of or free marketing that you can do that's going to quickly build you business. Now, we need to go over to step 4. And this is acceleration and amplifying. So this is paid ads. This is PPC. So this goes back to the whole free versus paid. If you're looking to accelerate, if you're looking to amplify, then you can continue doing the organic route, which is effective. It does work, but it has a ceiling, and it has a certain speed that you can only make so many friendships. You can only reach to so many people. Unless your content goes viral and your posting goes viral, you're not going to be able to build relationships that quickly. So this is where you cue in the paid ads. Now, this is designed to be a marriage made in heaven, where both of those work together. You have the organic side, your free side of your business, and you have the paid side of your business. Folks, as you're coming in, a like is going to go a long way. It's going to help send out the notifications to the masses that we are on live. So really appreciate you. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That's going to help out the channel as well. So with your paid ads, again, this is designed to work in tandem with your free organic posting that we just talked about. But your paid ads is designed to accelerate and amplify. So this could be Facebook ads. This could be Google ads. This could be YouTube ads. This could be Instagram ads. The key important thing to understand here is you need to have an offer in order to build instant relationship, or to the best of your abilities, build a relationship with somebody that is viewing you for the very first time. So we've all seen it. We've launched ads on our Facebook business pages, and we're showing up to tens of thousands of people, but very few people will actually fill out their information either through a landing page or through a lead form or through a messenger and reach out to us. Very rarely does that happen. So whenever they do reach out to us, let me rephrase that. The way that you're going to get people to actually reach out to you is by having an offer, having an offer that somebody sees as valuable. So it goes back to having valuable value. The reason that people are going to reach out to you is because you offered something that somebody could actually use. If you're out there doing the billboard strategy of just paying to get exposure out there, that's going to work in a very limited fashion. It's going to work. I can't tell you that it's not, because it's going to work in a very, very small capacity. But for that same amount of money, you can make your exposure and your actual leads go further by actually making an offer. Again, it goes back to having providing valuable value through an offer. So it could be something to the effect of a mover's checklist, something that simple, a refinancing calculator, a little quiz on if it's right to sell before buying. So if you're looking for, if somebody is questioning if they should rent their property out or just sell it before buying, that can help them out. So providing something that will get them to take action. Again, you're trying to build a relationship as quickly as possible because they don't know who you are. You paid to get placements on Facebook. You paid to get placements on Google. You probably saw an ad going through this live stream right here before you joined on. They paid to get your attention. So you came here to the live stream for a reason, to get this information. So I really appreciate you. But the advertiser that advertised on this video, they needed to have a very strong offer in order for you to go and chase down that in either a product or a service or whatever that they were offering. Alrighty, so agents, Jaime knows what he's talking about and has proven himself. The YouTube Mastery course is amazing. The other agents in the course have channels to learn from and collaborate with also. Appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate you, Freedom. So that's about paid ads. We sometimes get into this mindset of, well, I just need some instant now business, and running paid ads is a way to do it. It is a way to do it, but it's also a way to waste a lot of money if you don't do step number 5. And step number 5 is really the most critical one. You need to nurture. You need to follow up. You can get all of these people engaging on your organic post. You can get all these people engaging from your paid ads perspective, but if you don't nurture, if you don't follow up, you're not going to close business. That's a real thing. So I have several agents actually, but one of the agents that we ran her ads, we've run ads for about the past we're going about 3 weeks. She has over 200 leads in her CRM right now. A lead right now for her has been about 89 cents on average. 89 cents on average. So that's 300 folks that just statistically, 9 of those are going to be ready to go within 6 to, I was about to say 60 days. No, it's going to be about 6 months. 9 of them will have purchased or done something with somebody. It might not be the agent. I hope it is. But what I'm saying there is, with all of these leads, it's easy to get snowed under. Getting these leads coming through your CRM is not difficult at all. It's actually quite simple. So the struggle is continuing to follow up. The struggle is to continue nurturing all of these relationships. So this is the most important step in the entire equation. You could have done step number 1, which we just went through. You could have done step number 2, step number 3, step number 4, and gotten to step number 5 and forgot that you updated your profile. You forgot that you did organic posting. You forgot that you did paid advertising. And then here you are with all the people ready to work with you, but you're just not following up. So there's a big disconnect in the whole nurture. And I understand you've got plenty of things on your plate. You've got plenty of things to do. But if you don't have time to follow up, then you need to build somebody on your team or task somebody on your team to follow up. So that's really the most important part to actually converting leads. There is a system to this. There is a system that every single one of my agents goes through to get out into the market. Whether you're super experienced with online marketing or not, this is really the system that you're going to go through. You may not call it this. You may not call it exactly as I shared it right here, but if you go back and watch this entire video again, you're going to see that you're doing this already in different, you're calling it different things, and it may not be in this sequential order, but at the end of the day, you are doing this. So folks, really appreciate you coming by and hanging out. If there's any questions, please feel free to comment down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. We are narrowing in on 20,000 subscribers, so really appreciate all the support that you always give me. And if there's anything I can do for you, please feel free to let me know. Again, comment down below and also hit that like button. It's going to help a ton.